Her best friend's voice kept breaking through the static of the night. "She's crying. She won't stop. What did you give her?" She asked that question 5 different ways, as if rearranging the words might change the answer. It didn't. I stood by my apartment window, the city humming beneath me, the phone still buzzing across the table. I let it ring. Again. And again. Desperation has its own rhythm. Uneven, frantic, ugly. It filled the room like a siren. I watched the screen light up with her name, then her best friend's, then hers again. Each call a reminder, each vibration a confession. It's strange how quickly a person can collapse under the weight of truth. Stranger still, how quiet it feels when you've already processed the fall long before they hit the ground. I wasn't shaken. I wasn't surprised. Not anymore. The shock had happened earlier, hours before the dinner, before the envelope, before her perfectly rehearsed cruelty could bloom. It happened in the restroom of a coworker's birthday party, when I overheard her laughing. Not a casual laugh, a sharpened one, precise, practiced, engineered to pierce something soft inside me. Her friends encouraged her. "He'll confess tonight. You know he will. You have to do it. Reject him in front of everyone. Make him pay for the whole dinner, too. He's basically asking for it." Her voice was the calmest, almost bored. "Obviously, it'll be hilarious. He's too predictable not to show up." The ground didn't move beneath me. I simply stopped being the version of myself she thought she was mocking. The calls kept coming. I didn't pick up. The note already did the talking. On the surface, we were almost something. That's what she called it, that space between friendship and relationship, where she took comfort while I took hope. I mistook her warmth for honesty. I mistook her attention for intention. Mistakes have a way of humiliating you slowly first, then all at once. I replayed her bathroom confession over and over as I left the party. Her friends giggling, her soft, cruel tone, her delight in the ambush she was preparing. I didn't feel anger then, not even heartbreak, just a cold detachment settling like frost behind my ribs. Was it stupidity she wanted to expose? Was it devotion? Or just the thrill of seeing someone kneel emotionally where she could place her shoe on their silence? Everything between us replayed differently after that. Her sudden warmth, her sudden distance, her suggestions for fancy places we should visit, her jokes about me being too generous. A pattern, not affection, preparation. What unsettled me wasn't her plan, it was how easily she assumed I would play my part. She expected me to show up, expected me to confess, expected me to pay for the stage she wanted to humiliate me on. She wanted an audience for my ruin. She miscalculated. Because at that moment, in that restroom stall, with her laughter echoing off the tiles, I realized something quietly devastating. I wasn't the joke in her story. She was. She just didn't know it yet. I didn't confront her. Confrontation gives the other person a chance to rewrite the narrative, to lie, to plead, to twist. I preferred clarity. So I watched. Small things, phone habits, sudden bursts of sweetness followed by convenient distance. Her best friend avoiding eye contact with me the next day. Her messages becoming curated, overly chirpy, overly enthusiastic. None of it surprised me. Cruel people think they hide themselves well, but they always leave fingerprints. On conversations, on expressions, on the way they talk about you when they think you aren't listening. I planned nothing dramatic, just precision. I confirmed the dinner reservation she suggested, the romantic place she'd always wanted to try, the place she had picked to slaughter the version of me she thought existed. While she bragged to her friends about the upcoming show, I prepared the envelope. No threats, no accusations, nothing you could argue with. Just truth, distilled to a single, undeniable sentence. A sentence no one can twist once they read it. I sealed it quietly, packed it into my jacket, sat across from her at the restaurant she chose as her stage. She smirked the entire time, waiting, rehearsing, sharpening the knife she thought she would slide into my pride. She didn't notice that I never looked nervous, never looked eager, never looked like a man preparing to confess anything at all. She only noticed the envelope when I placed it in front of her. She opened it, and the world shifted. The exact moment her face changed, that's the moment the entire room froze. Her smile cracked, her breath caught, her confidence evaporated like steam off cold glass. She read the sentence once, then again, then once more with trembling fingers. I stayed silent. She whispered, barely audible, How did you know?" I didn't need to answer. The sentence was enough. I heard everything. That's all it said. Nothing more, nothing less. No explanation, no emotion. Just truth, delivered like a mirror held up to her cruelty. She kept shaking her head as if disbelief could rewrite the ink. Her eyes watered, not from remorse, from exposure. Her friends weren't here to laugh with her. No audience, no performance, just her, and the reflection of who she had chosen to be. She reached for my hand. I moved it away, slowly, deliberately, without anger. I wasn't. You're misunderstanding." The words collapsed before they reached me. I stood up, left my half-finished glass untouched, placed my share of the bill on the table, just my share. Her eyes widened, because she knew the rest of the bill, the one she fully intended to trap me with, was hers now. The restaurant lights reflected off her tears as I stepped away. She whispered my name like a plea, but pleas require innocence. She had none left. I didn't offer closure, didn't offer comfort, didn't offer even a glance back. Revenge doesn't require volume. It requires precision. Back at my apartment, the calls began. Her best friend, her, both desperate, both panicked. Apparently, she broke down in the restroom, collapsed, really. Couldn't breathe, couldn't explain. Her best friend kept asking, what was in that note? I let the phone buzz itself into exhaustion, because the truth is simple. People don't cry because they were exposed. They cry because they finally saw themselves clearly. I looked out the window at the empty street, peaceful, untouched, and somewhere in the city, she was unraveling. Not because of what I wrote, but because I walked away before she could hurt me. The last vibration of the phone faded. Silence. Perfect. I didn't need to say anything to her ever again. The envelope already ended the story. I simply stepped out of it.